Hey everyone, what's up guys? It is time for another drugstore get ready with me video. I have a bunch of drugstore makeup laid out in front of me. I'm ready to go, and there are some new items that I wanted to try out with you today, but most of them are just like favorites that I use a lot, and I did use some of these products in my last drugstore get ready with me. In case you missed it, I'll have it up in the cards, you can check that out. And as always, everything that I use today I will have listed and linked down below. If you use those links, it is my affiliate link. I appreciate that. Thanks for supporting my channel. But anyway, let's get right into it here. So I did moisturize my face like early this morning. Okay, so I'm just gonna start off by moisturizing my lips. This is just the Carmex Original Formula Lip Balm. I love this for when my lips are really dehydrated, and lately my skin has been kind of battling eczema breakouts. I have some patches right under here. I had some like around my brows, but they finally went away. So I've just been actually wearing less makeup lately, and now that my skin is finally getting better, it's like I can't wait to film because I've been having a break from makeup basically. But anyway, I really like this Carmex lip balm. It is a great formula for when you feel like your lips are just tight. I love this packaging too. It's really easy. It's way better than the pot that I had, so this is nice. And I'm going to use my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Spray. This is, it claims to be like a lightweight primer that's supposed to be hydrating, and I like this, but I feel like it's for, as someone with very dry skin, this is something I would still use over a moisturizer. I wouldn't just use this alone, but it is nice. I do feel like it's kind of a dupe for the Too Faced one that they have right now, the Hangover Primer. I feel like if you don't want to shell out big bucks for that, just get this. You can get it at Walmart. I think it's like, I think I paid $7 or $8. I got this a while ago, but I think that this is a good dupe. For my foundation today, I'm using my favorite drugstore foundation. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade Natural Ivory number 112. This is one of their in-between shades, and I know a lot of you said that you have a hard time finding this one. Guaranteed, I always find it at Ulta. I know that Maybelline products are usually a little bit more than say like drugstores like Target and Walmart, but they always have like, I feel like they have a better color selection anyway. And I'm just using my good old e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush for this. I love this brush. It is so good for foundation. It's like, it's better than all the Morphe brushes I've ever bought. It does the same exact thing, seriously. I just really like it. It's very soft and great for liquid products like this. And now I'm just taking my Loreal Beauty Sponge, and I'm just going to press right on top of that just to make sure it's nice and blended in. And when you do just one layer of this foundation, you can still see any freckles you may have or anything like that. So I like that about it because I feel like I can build this up or wear it as sheer as I want. I can pretty much control the amount of coverage I get with this. And it's nice to be able to have options, because especially if you just want like a day-to-day kind of look and you don't want to be all full coverage glam, you can just apply a little bit of this and use a sponge to kind of sheer it out, but you're still getting like an even tone, you know? So I love that because I really like more like from a day-to-day basis, especially like when I'm at school and stuff, I don't always go full out coverage lashes, you know what I mean? I mean, if I even have time to put on makeup that morning, like some days I just like roll out of bed like and change my clothes. I'm not even kidding you. Like I'll just throw up my hair in a ponytail or just put a little baseball hat on, you know, act like I tried but I didn't. So yeah, I like options. Just gonna apply a little bit more foundation in the center. And I do want to try out a new concealer I got today. I finally got the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. They only had like 5 shades to choose from though, and I looked at a couple different drugstores, maybe 5 or 6 shades, but it wasn't the best shade range, to be completely honest. I hope they expand that because there were not many to choose from, and I mean, I'm not just talking about for pale people, but for deeper people as well. We'll see if this even matches. I bought the lightest shade. It's number 1 Classic Ivory. And I also looked at Ulta's website. I think this is the lightest one that they offer. So it doesn't look, I don't know. I really don't know how this is going to go. Hopefully it doesn't turn orange or anything like that. But I do want to try this as like an under eye highlight today. I don't really have like any redness I need to cover up right now. So I think I'm just going to go for it like right. Ooh, I don't know about this. I don't know about this color. Let me zoom you in a little. Can you guys even see it? This might not work out, but we're in it. We're committed to trying it today. So it feels really thin. It's actually like a lot more watery than I would have expected. It doesn't feel like a super creamy concealer. It just feels pretty thin and watery. And I do see quite a bit of glow with it. The coverage is, it's like there, but I feel like I need a little bit more. I have a scratch right here on my face. Yeah, it's doing an okay job with coverage, but I feel like I needed to layer it a lot to kind of cover that little scratch I had. The coverage is definitely something you need to build with this, I feel. But who knows, let's see. Maybe, usually I wear concealer as primer also, so let's try it on the lids and see how that goes, because I do like to have coverage up here. Okay, that covered well. But yeah, it feels so thin. Like it doesn't feel heavy at all. Like it doesn't even feel like I have any concealer on. I think this might even be more lightweight than the Fit Me by Maybelline. So that's pretty interesting because that one's already like very light, at least to me. And I'm just going to use the bottom part of my blending sponge here, and I'm really going to go over everything again just to make sure I don't have too much product on. I like to just kind of soak up anything extra with the bottom half. But this is giving a nice little, a little bit of a glow. I do like that. I love glowy skin, and I know that this is a matte foundation, but honestly the way that it ends up looking on my face when I'm all done with my makeup, it doesn't even look that matte because I do wear highlighter and things like that. But this is a really good option, the Fit Me Matte and Poreless, even if you have dry skin, because it lasts so long and it doesn't feel drying at all. So don't be afraid of it. This is like $6 at the drugstore. Favorite foundation. I also want to give this a go today. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Compact. So this powder claims to give you a demi-glow finish that's long wearing, and I think this is the lightest shade. This was the lightest one that I saw at CVS, and it's called number 21 Classic Ivory. It says here it'll give you a glowy finish with medium coverage and an air-light texture. It just sounds so good. I love the packaging on this. I don't know why, but this blue color reminds me of, I had an old PlayStation controller. I'm talking PS1, people. This was years ago. And I had a clear controller like this. It was this exact color, so it's bringing me back to those Spyro days. Shout out to everybody who loves Spyro. It also comes with a mirrored compact and a little tiny sponge. This packaging is so cute. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to take this little IT Cosmetics brush here, and I want to focus it right where I put that concealer, which was mostly underneath the eyes. I was kind of afraid because usually anything that's called Classic Ivory is like 3 shades too deep for me, but this actually, I think it's working. So, and I do see a little bit of a glow, like the more I'm applying here. This is so cute, like this glow. I'm so happy. Okay, so I like that amount of powder, and yeah, it doesn't feel like I put on a lot of powder. Alright, so I'm going to stop there. I would say that's probably like 2 applications of powder. I went over it twice, and after I did it twice, you can see versus just one side, I feel like the glow shows up more. Like obviously I think the more you layer it, the more glowy it'll look, but I don't want to put too much, so I think twice is good enough for me. Like two layers is good. This is a nice finish though. I am loving this finish of powder. It reminds me a lot of the Milani Prep Set and Glow translucent powder, which is my favorite right now. This is my second one I've purchased, and I feel like these are like very similar. The only thing is that I think the Milani one is just a little bit more my shade. I think that one is just my favorite. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but they do remind me of each other. Like, these are kind of dupes almost for each other. I also went ahead and got a new shade of the L'Oreal Brow Stylist because last time I did this video I messed up and I bought like deep brunette or something and it looked very black and just a little too dark for me, so I went ahead and got warm brunette this time, and I hope anyway this one will work. But in case it doesn't, I also got the Brow Stylist Definer, which looks kind of like a skinny brow pencil similar to like NYX Micro Brow or Anastasia Brow Wiz, which are pencils that I tend to go for. So I can't wait to give these a shot today and see how they end up turning out. Can't get over this finish. I love it. I love this. Okay, all right, let's just move on. I'm going to use my favorite bronzer of everything. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light. I've hit pan again. I need to buy 10 backups. That's what I feel when I hit pan on this. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I need to calm down. I don't need backups. I gotta talk myself out of it. I stopped buying backups like, I want to say last year, I think. And you guys, I have never used up more makeup in my life, but this is my favorite bronzer. It does smell good. I love that about it. The shade is really nice. It's just easy to use, simply put, and I love the finish. It does have a satiny finish, kind of matching our Pro Glow theme we got going on today. This is not a newer product. It's actually like, this is a staple product for me. I've been thinking about doing like a drugstore must-haves video. I don't want to call it that because I think I've done that before, but I'm thinking about updating it and showing you guys, like, you know, as of this year or as of today, like what are my must-haves for the drugstore. Maybe like a starter kit kind of video. You know how everyone kind of does their own version of a starter kit, so let me know if you guys want to see that because I totally want to do it. I think it'll be a fun video to kind of update and do again, and especially with all the like new discoveries I've made over this year and last year, it'll be fun to kind of compare the two and look back and see like what I used to like versus now, because I feel like some of my preferences have changed, you know, and it's because sometimes our skin changes, or you know, your hair color or whatever, maybe just what you like changes. And I don't really have a skincare routine. Like, I'm kind of just using whatever I have at the moment, like as far as skincare goes. So I could just show you like what I do, but it's not really like a routine, so I don't know, I feel like that's boring. I'm not one to really watch like skincare routines or makeup collections. Like, those videos really bore the crap out of me. Like, I never watch them. This blush right here has been my favorite of the whole month. It's called Vintage Rouge, and it's a part of the Butter line, also from Physicians Formula. This color is so pretty for every day. It's just a very easy shade to wear, and I love the finish because it's just like the bronzer. It has that satiny finish to it. It's not doesn't cling to dry patches. If you have dry skin and you need a good blush, I would highly recommend these. There's only 3 or 4 shades, and one of them, the other one I bought, it's called like Natural Glow, and I love that one, but it is very, very light. I would say check out the Coral one if you have more of a medium to deep complexion, and the Vintage Rouge I think will be good if you have a similar complexion to me. Physicians Formula really lacks on their shade selection, so they don't have a lot of colors to choose from, which really sucks. Like, I wish they would update everything, like not just blush, but foundations, concealers, powders. Like, literally every single product they have only has 2 or 3 shades, and that's why you never see me wearing Physicians Formula like foundation, concealer and stuff, because they just don't make my shade and I can't wear it. Like, it looks like it's orange on me. Like, it just looks really bad. So I do like their cheek products though. I have to give them credit for that. I love these blushes. They're really fun. I'm just going right back into the butter bronzer here with an eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use this as my kind of like lid crease shade. And I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, like why? But I actually really like to use this all over, just like as a light wash of color for my base of my shadows today. I do have some new little palettes I want to play with. They're from Physicians Formula also. They have like a new collection out right now. These are limited edition for their 80th anniversary, I believe, which is, I mean, that's crazy. I didn't even know they were around for that long. Since 1937. Normally I would use Makeup Geek Creme Brulee or Peach Smoothie or something like that, Beaches and Cream, but that's technically not drugstore. I know it's affordable, but you know, I'm trying to keep it drugstore. Like, I'm really trying to limit it to products that you can go run down and get, like if you needed to, like you can go run down and buy them, you know. I wish Makeup Geek would be sold at the drugstore. Could you imagine? Or just at least Ulta. I mean, that would be great. Like I would just love that. I wish that Ulta sold Milani, because Milani is one of those brands that when their stuff is sold out, like it is so hard to get. Alright, so here it is. I'm just gonna go right into this shade. It looks like it's gonna be matte. So this ends up looking more of like a shade that looks exactly like my skin tone. Like once it's blended out, it actually feels pretty nice. This color ends up kind of lighter than it looks in the pan once you apply it. It's hard to pick it up with the brush. I feel like for some reason it's easier to just use my finger, so I don't know, I'm just gonna use that. I know it's weird, but yeah, the color payoff is a lot better when you kind of press it on. Interesting. Not too sure how I feel about it. I don't know. This is kind of difficult for me to work with, I feel. Alright, I'm just gonna blend that out. I did get some fallout, so let's brush that off. Yay, it came off nicely. I think I'm just going to use my fingers to try these glittery shades out because I don't want to get fallout all over my skin. So let's try this kind of like looks like a light gold beigey. Ooh, that looks like a foiled shadow. Let's see how it swatches. So I'm going to swatch it right here. That's nice. Okay, it looks more white once I've applied it to my skin. They have like a spongy texture, and the mattes are hard to work with for me, so I would rather go for like a Milani eyeshadow palette, or the CoverGirl True Nakeds are really good if you're looking for a nice drugstore palette option. I think this has good shimmers, but the mattes are they're a little bit hard for me to blend out, so I'm just based off of today what I've used, I wouldn't recommend these. My shirt says Off Duty Mermaid. So I had to change my battery. Had some Lana on. I am going to see her soon. I cannot wait. I'll be at Camp Flogna again this year. If you guys are going to be there, please let me know in the comments down below. If you see me there, please come up to me. We can hang out. We can listen to Lana together. So sidetracked. Okay. I'm just going to take this champagne color with my finger here. I think it's the easiest way to apply it. And I'm just going to apply this like on the inner corners. I went to Camp Flogna last year too, and it was fun. Like I didn't even know that many artists were gonna be there. It's like an all-day thing. It's a 2-day event, and each day we were just, you know, we were so tired at the end of the night. Like there's so many people to see and to watch. It was just so fun. I'm just gonna take the end of this complexion brush to blend out this highlighter shade right here. Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in Molten Gold. I think I'm just going to apply a little bit of this like right in the middle of my lids. I like to wear this on my eyes sometimes because it's such a gorgeous color, you know. I think this will go well with the Physicians Formula color. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that. I love this highlighter. It is so pretty, and I talked about this a while ago, like when I first got it, but I'm still obsessed with it. So we have such a beautiful shine already on the cheeks from the concealer, from the Infallible powder, and even the blush and bronzer also has a satin finish. So I really don't want to use a lot of highlighter today. So what I'm going to do is just kind of pat it on very gently, and that way I'm still getting that gold color that I want, but I'm not over applying it. And I mean, I do love highlighter. I have no problem over applying. Like, I love that look. I love all types of highlighted looks. Very natural, and I also love like out there, you know, kind of like from Mars looks too. So, I mean, you're talking to a highlighter fanatic over here. But yeah, I still love this, still use this one all the time. It's very pigmented and very affordable. Something that I would repurchase when I run out. Like, I love this stuff. So I think what I'm going to do now is curl my lashes really quick, and I do want to try out these new Ardell. Well, they're new to me. I don't think they're new. These are the Ardell Double Up lashes in the Double Wispies. I'm going in with my current favorite mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this because I do have falsies that I want to try out today. I got some new ones this morning with the extra bucks that I earned from the powder and concealer that I purchased. I had like $5 in extra bucks, so I was like, I'm gonna get a pair of lashes for today's video because I don't really have too many drugstore lashes. What I do is whenever I go to makeup trade shows, I buy from like Nigel's or something like that. So I wanted to have like a pair of actual lashes you could buy at the drugstore. So I'm just gonna start filling it in. And I do need to like tweeze a little bit. I've been letting my brows kind of grow and stuff. I love how small the tip of the pencil is because it's so nice to get in here, and I want to create a little bit of a shape because that's where I don't have any shape, is like right at the arch. And I think that's why I love like arched brows so much, especially like old school Hollywood arched brows. Have you ever gone back just to look at like makeup trends from, you know, from the past? And I love like the old Hollywood like brow, oh my gosh, I just love those brows. Like, you know, how high they were. It's just so cool to me. It's really a trip to see how much like trends change, and sometimes they even come back. I mean, you know, like with the 90s doing the whole like kind of like 1930s brow almost, like that is crazy. And I've seen pictures, like I go back and I see pictures of like my mom and my aunts, and I'm like, look at those brows, girl. But I can say the same thing for myself. I mean, we all have our moments where we go back and look at the makeup we wore and we're just like, what is that? And I do like this shade. I feel like this shade matches my natural hair, my natural brow hair color pretty well. So I'm just gonna brush the front end. I love how narrow the spoolie is too. It's like just like the brow is. That's really nice. So I just did a little wing today, and I'm using the Maybelline Curvitude liner. It has this little bend to it, and it makes it real easy to flick. So I'm just going to show you guys how I do it. So I like to start off in the middle. And I don't really go all the way into the corner. And if there's any little gaps in between the lashes and your lid, don't worry because the glue will fix that. And then I just like to draw a little line outwards. I like to just kind of pinch my natural lashes together with the falsies. And then the glue will eventually dry, like you could just see how it's kind of gray still. It will dry down to black, so you don't have to even worry about it if you happen to get some glue on your liner or something. I find that it just, you know, it'll just disappear. Alright, I'm just taking my hair down from my clip. I washed it this morning, so it's not completely dry yet, but my hair dries straight for the most part. That's just like my natural texture. So I think I'm just going to leave it straight today. Here's the brow pomade, so let's give this a shot. It's the Warm Brunette shade. I just want to at least swatch it. I do really like how the brows look just with pencil, but let's see what this color looks like. It's called Warm Brunette. Alright, so this doesn't really look that warm to me either. This looks pretty dark. Man, I should have went another shade lighter. Not that different from the last one I tried, but oh well. Maybe I'll just use a little bit of it. It does feel very creamy. I actually like the brush it comes with too. This is a pretty good brush. And all my brow brushes are dirty right now, so it's coming in handy. And I'm going to set all of that with the e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel. I love this stuff. It's only $2 at the drugstore. I always pick one of these up like every time I go to Target. And I used to really be into the Milani brow gel, but I can't find that one anymore, so this is what I use now instead. So I think pretty much all we have left to do is lips, and I have some really cool shades today. I'm not sure if I want to go for the matte or for the metallic, but I have a bunch of these L'Oreal Infallible lip paints. I have some of the original colors from the line when they like first came out, and these are like the new ones, and I just got these recently. They sent me these in a cool PR package, so shout out to L'Oreal, thank you for this. If you guys want to see like a lip swatch video on all these matte colors, let me know, because I know you guys like those lip swatch videos, and I like making them. They're super fun too. When I look at these shades, they really remind me, like, to me they scream fall, and I just thought it'd be fun to kind of at least swatch these today and see what they look like on the skin. So here we go. This one is called Festival. Let's give this a swatch. I think I'm actually gonna swatch it on this hand because I don't have anything swatched yet. So here's Festival. That's actually not as dark as I thought it was going to be. Really pretty though. That's nice. Let's go for this one next. It's called Peach Pit. I really like that name. It's so cute. Which reminds me, who's ready for the peach stuff from Too Faced? They have like a ton of stuff coming out, I think in a couple days. I'm kind of excited because I love the peach palette. I know everyone hates it, but I actually like it. But anyway, there's the Peach Pit color. That's cute. I actually like this one too. Alright, I'm in trouble. I like all these shades. This one is Skinny Dip. Skinny Dip. I don't know why I'm swatching with my left hand because I am not left-handed, as you guys can probably tell. I'm like struggling here. Okay, this one is pretty light. If I were to wear this shade, I would need a lip liner with it for sure. It kind of looks like a beigey color, like a light beige. So that's Skinny Dip. And last matte I have here, this is Tongue Tied. Oops, kind of ran into the other color. There's Tongue Tied. I like that one a lot. This is looking kind of like a grayish. There's Tongue Tied on the end. I do have one of the metallics that I also wanted to swatch. This is called Moonlust. That is the coolest name. Okay. Alright, now I need to see it. Let's just swatch this one right here. Ooh. This looks like my Makeup Geek Lust highlighter in a lipstick. That's what this reminds me of exactly. That is so cool. I'm taking my favorite lip liner and I'm just gonna line my lips with this. It's the Milani All Natural. And I do have some eczema patches, so if you see that, like any flakes, that's what it is. Tongue Tied, yes. I think I have to go for Tongue Tied. This shade is calling my name right here. This is so beautiful. And I love the applicator on these. It has a little bit of an indent to it. Okay, so here we go. And this is like a full coverage lipstick. So I took a look in my eyeliner drawer and I have this really nice kind of like, I don't know, steel gray color, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. It's the Jordana 12-hour Made to Last pencils. Remember these? These are one of the best, like, long lasting formulas. So I'm just gonna pop that on the waterline and also just smudge it a little bit on the, blend that out really quick with a pencil brush. This is so cool. I haven't worn gray eyeliner in I don't know how long. It's been too long. Alright, I'm glad we switched it up. Okay, I still love you, Striking Copper. I still love you. Now, you totally do not have to do this. You don't have to go for this makeup look I'm doing. I'm just kind of playing with the products here. It's more about the products and seeing how they work than the look, because I mean, I'm not a professional, you guys. Like, I'm just playing with makeup. Here it is, my favorite setting spray out of everything in the world. This is the Milani Make It Last, and I just take a couple sprays of this and it helps my makeup stay locked in for the entire day. This is like no other, and mine does have a fresh scent to it, like a linen scent. I always like to mention it in case anybody who's sensitive to fragrance. If you haven't tried this one yet though, I do recommend this. Like, if you were to come up to me on the street or at Coffee Bean or something and you're like, Holly, what makeup setting spray should I buy? I would tell you this one. It is like 10 bucks. It's my favorite. It works very well for me. And especially if you wear any sort of like highlighter or shadows that you want to last long, I feel like this actually helps prevent my shadows like from fading and stuff throughout the day. So I notice a difference with this. Like, it's not just, what was that noise? I don't know what my cats are doing. Did you hear that? They are probably getting into trouble, so we gotta wrap this up. Yes, I love the way this smells. I feel like I am ready for my day with this stuff. Like, yes, girl. I think that's it. I think that's it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. If you did, please don't forget to like this video. It does support my channel. I really appreciate that. And of course, if you want to let me know any of your favorite drugstore products in the comments, I would love to get a conversation going. Everyone like recommend their favorite stuff. It would be great. I cannot wait to hear from you all in the comments. And I think I might do one of these once a month or something, because I feel like whenever I do these drugstore focused videos, I get so much great feedback from you guys saying that you love seeing these new products, or you just like hearing what's good at the drugstore, and I'm all for it. I'm here for it. Like I said, I love drugstore makeup, and I do have the Wet n Wild Midnight Mermaid collection that I just ordered. Well, minus the eye products. I ordered the lip products and the highlighter, and yeah, it was hard to get my hands on because everything kind of sold out quickly, but I did manage to get the lip products and the highlighter, so you can expect to see a video on that coming very soon. That's it for today's video. I can't wait to hear from you all, and as always, thank you so much for watching.